Hello everybody, today January the 9th, and as always we're gonna tell the pen story. The reason for us to tell this pen story every single day, or maybe try to do it every single day, is just kind of reminding us of the lesson from the pen story and how we'll be able to apply those lessons into our lives so that we can have a more peaceful and happier life. So let's get started, okay? What is this? It's a pen. What do we use a pen for? To write. Now there is a dog inside the room. I'm gonna wait this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sniff, lick, or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both are correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog world, and the human is also correct in the human world. So that is our first lesson. Both are correct. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table. And then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or chewing toy. Oh, it becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom called this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life. Just like Geshe Michael Roche applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with revenue of $250 million a year. He is also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table, and when there is no human, no dog, it is almost nothing. But as soon as I go back into the room and I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time and we both look at this at the very same time, what does this thing becomes? It becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing when there is no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with, it come back to true self and record the emptiness. But because it has the potential, because it has the emptiness, it doesn't mean that it disappears, run away, but instead it actually have the potential to become anything depending on who or what is interacting with it, looking at that at the very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen, right? So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is a pen, then the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what had been planted earlier in, then for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Now, okay, we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to think this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are search inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls as karma. When we see something, the search inside our mind pop up, open up and cover the things and make us see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted the seed into your mind? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? By three ways: by our word, by our action, by our thoughts, especially toward other people. So for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give it to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this to my friend, this palm will open up and both me and my friend will see it. And this story will mark in my mind. A couple of days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has already been planted into my mind, and now it pop up, open up, and cover the thing and make me see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen. Anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today, we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both are correct, so we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. The second lesson is, along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everyone or everything surround you, and just the potential of whatever happened to you. And with that, we also know that everything will change, including yourself. So cherish the very moment that you are living right now, because that is the only real moment, and everything else will change in the next moment, or something will change. And we, as long as we believe in our potential, everything of everyone surround us potential, then this very moment is also a magical moment, because anything can happen at that moment. And the third lesson is, everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us, and we don't blame anyone for anything, because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. And how can we plant the seed into our mind? Using our word, action, our thoughts. And the fourth lesson that carry us to the fourth lesson, which is the lesson for how to create or manifest your dream life. Are you ready? So first, you have to know what you want to do in your life, what you want to have in your dream life, and you start planting those seeds into your mind using your word, your action, your thoughts. So if you want to have a happiness, you use your word, your action, your thought, planting the happiness seed. If you want to have prosperity, you use your word, your action, your thought, planting the prosperity seed. If you want to have health, then you start planting the seed using your word, your action, your thought, planting the health seed in there. And just like that, whatever that you want, you planting those seeds using your word, your action, your thoughts. And in the end, the easiest result, the easiest way to do all that, giving all that, using your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to get to get the seed that you want. That is the fastest way. So remember, your word, your action, your thought of this very moment is what dictate or create your future dream. And that is ours fourth lesson. And with that, we also end with a very important lesson for me, is that be very mindful of your thought, your word, and your action, because that not only affecting other, but eventually it will affect you and your future. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that yesterday I had a gathering with my lunch with one of my best friends, and we talked to each other a lot, and I shared with her about my families, my kids, and I realized that she also, one of the lessons she kept telling me is that do not resist or fighting against my do not resist or fight my daughter, or just arguing with her, but rather that agree with her first. Show her that we are her side, and we agree with her no matter what it is, and we let her to have her full whatever that she decided to do, then she have the full liberty, freedom to do whatever that she wants to do, and we respect all that, and that will let her show that we truly respect her, we truly respect her opinion, we truly respect her decision, and that will plant the that will actually make her closer to us rather than what we are doing right now. So we keep telling her what is good, but is that really the thing that she wants to do? So that is something that in our mind, and it's kind of enforcing the lesson, that the first lesson, right? Enforcing what I was thinking with my daughter as well. So I feel very grateful to have that conversation with my best friend, and I hope that and if by me. And then thank you everyone for listening to me today. Thank you everyone for coming me with this 2000-day journey. And then if by me sharing with you the page story, or my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my dearest family, to my friends, to my co-workers, to my clients, to my to any living thing in this world or any other world, with love, wisdom, and gratitude. And I really want to dedicate that the blessing today to Anlu. I hope that he's feel better today, because I can hear that he coughed a lot. Actually more and more every day. And yesterday I can hear that he's actually lost his sound when he was coughing, but he's still trying to tell a pain story. So that show consistent determination and persistence right there. So thank you so much, and I hope you feel better Have a great day. Bye bye.